Dear friends and colleagues, this video is about the special features of our TS50 touchless infrared scanner and its terms of use. Have you faced a similar problem? The scanner seems to be broken, and its readings are wrong. No problem, this happens, and everything will be okay. The TS50 scanner is equipped with an infrared sensor, and this temperature measuring technology highly depends on environmental conditions and various other factors. First of all, you should pay attention to the stability of readings when using the scanner. You could also measure temperature several times in a row to ensure accurate readings. If your TS50 scanner shows approximately the same temperature, its readings must be correct. In addition, hand temperature should always be adapted to the indoor temperature when checking the stability of readings. Please remember, if you come in from the cold, your body temperature may gradually rise, and this can be easily tracked on the device. The temperature readings will gradually rise after a few measurements. Alternatively, if you warm your hand, the temperature will gradually decrease. When the hand is adapted to the indoor temperature, results are almost the same. Let's run a few basic experiments. As you can see, when we take a typical electronic thermometer measurement under the armpit, it is normal, while a measurement taken between the wrists is too low. Now let's compare 4 different devices: the pyrometer from Adelix, a Chinese pyrometer, the Adelix TS50, and a Chinese temperature scanner. We have taken measurements on the wrist, and the readings are within normal limits. The next experiment involves warming the hands near a hot kettle. As you may have guessed, the temperature is always too high. The readings are incorrect, because the infrared sensors in these thermometers read the temperature of the skin's surface, not the body. This is a physical law and the correct way of operating all such devices. Now we're moistening the hand, as hands can sweat in real life. All 4 devices report LOU, which is short for low. Wet skin has a lower temperature than the body due to moisture evaporation. Finally, we're wiping the hand thoroughly until dry, and the readings are again within normal limits. By the way, some temperature differences are permissible on the wrist. That's why the scanner TS50 is provided with a range of permissible readings. Note, if you move your wrist away too quickly or put your hand too far from the device, this can also distort the readings. The appropriate distance for accurate TS50 measurement is from 1 to 3 centimeters. So, what can we say about the scanner TS50 after these experiments? Let's consider some important notes. While taking measurements on the wrist, it is essential that the hand is dry and adapted to the indoor temperature. It would be better if your wrist was covered with a shirt or other clothing before measurements. This way you can minimize inaccurate readings. If your hands are cold, warm them up by rubbing the palms together several times. If your hands are wet, wipe them off with a dry tissue. If you feel cold or have just been physically active, wait for approximately 10 seconds in the room where the scanner is located before taking a reading. In this way, you can adapt to the indoor temperature before taking a measurement. Conclusions: the device always measures the body surface temperature correctly. The body temperature may significantly differ from normal due to a number of natural reasons: hypothermia in winter, jogging before measuring, and so on. The device typically displays too low of a temperature when the skin is moist and the measurement procedure is violated. If the body surface is not warmed from the outside, for example by staying in the open sun, more than 10 minutes, the alarm signal will only go off when the person's temperature is very high. Dear friends and colleagues, you should always take the physiology of the human body and the principles of measuring temperature by the infrared method into account. By doing so, you will avoid mistakes and annoying confusion when using the TS50 scanner. Make sure the TS50 scanner becomes your reliable assistant and defender.